When I was a little girl, my dad was a contractor, and so when we had the chance, we would go help him do whatever he needed help with. The past few years, he became the shop teacher at Minico High School, and ever since I've been taking his class, I fell in love. So today I'm going to teach you how to make a cutting board. And some of the steps I'm going to go over is what kind of wood you need, what tools you'll be using, and the dangers of the tools and wood. To begin with, you are going to go into the wood room and find the proper wood you need for a cutting board. Come on in. The type of wood you're going to be looking for today is deciduous, meaning hardwood. So come on with me and we'll find it. So right here we got maple, cherry, and my favorite, walnut. Afterward, you are going to step over to the jointer, and what the jointer is going to do is it is going to be able to make a straight edge for when you fasten the wood together. Let me show you how to do it. Shortly after you're done with the jointer, you're going to head over onto the planer, and what the planer is going to do is going to help you set it to height on how high you want it. So come with me in. After you're done over at the planer, you're going to head over to the chop saw, and there are some precautions you need to take. First, you need to make sure it's clear out of the way. Second, you need to measure and mark. And so once I'm done explaining this, I will measure and mark for you. Then you're going to make sure your fingers are 4 inches away. And lastly, make sure it's straight up against the fence, otherwise you're not going to have a straight cut. So I'm measuring at 14.5, and now I'm going to show you how to cut it. So you got to make sure your fingers are 4 inches away. And in addition to using the planer, you're going to head on over to the table saw, and this is what I have here in front of you. You're going to get your piece of wood, and first things first, you're going to make sure that the blade is set to height, which is already set to height, and then you're going to cut it at 1 inch. That's what I personally like to cut them as. And you're going to be careful, and you're going to make sure your fingers are 4 inches away. And a push stick is very useful in a table saw, so your fingers are not 4 inches away, and if your fingers are too close to the blade, there's a saw stop and it will snap as fast and you will not get a cut. So these are very important to use. So you're going to go ahead and turn it on and push it on through. Soon after that, once you got your strips laid out, you are going to decide the pattern you're going to need. So I'm going to start out with walnut, and then I'm going to go cherry, and then I'm going to go maple. And so you're going to make your pattern however you want. There's checkers, you can do stars, you can do anything you want. But today I'm going to show you how to make a square cutting board, and it's going to be striped. Are you for real? In addition to gluing, you're going to go ahead and put it back through the planer so it's all even and you can get rid of all those lumps and clumps. Then you're going to go ahead, after you put it through the planer and it's all nice and smooth, you're going to get your 80 grit sandpaper, and that's going to be your roughest one. The lower the number, the higher of grit, which is going to get all the buffs and kinks, and the higher the number, like 1200, is going to make it nice and smooth and pretty. So here goes. Soon after that, you're going to get your mineral oil, and what that's going to do, it's going to help preserve the wood and make sure that when you cut in your meat that all the bad juices don't get in there and you get salmonella or something. So you're going to get the mineral oil, and you're going to get a rag, and you're going to go ahead and oil your cutting board up, and then you're going to rub it on, and you're good to go.